What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to World Sports Culture TV. I'll be your host on this channel, Dylan, and hopefully you guys all like what I have to say. I'm here to bring you hot takes or possibly cold takes on sports going on around the world. I'm an advocate sports fan, been one since I was a young kid. Sports is probably my main passion in life. I have a lot of heritage. I'm French, English, Tunisian, Polish, and obviously American, and that's why I'm a big fan of European football. But I'm also the biggest fan of American football, baseball, basketball, hockey, UFC. So we're going to cover all bases on this channel. We're going to try to, hint on every single sport and try to cover the world of sports, hopefully on a daily basis. Today, I'm going to be going over the World Cup, being that that's what's in trend right now. The tournament has been amazing so far. The vibes in the U.S. are absolutely through the roof with this World Cup. I got buddies of mine texting me every day talking about these tournament games, talking about how electric it is, and they're really starting to get into European football, which is a beautiful thing because I think European football is one of the best sports in the world. It is my personal favorite. Today, we have one of my countries playing, France. Looking really forward to the game. We're playing Sweden. I don't want to underestimate any opponents, but my French team are very strong, and I do believe that we will be advancing further past this round. We are one of the favorites to win the tournament. Just wanted to speak about the tournament so far and how things have been going. I think this tournament has been absolutely amazing to bring to light European football to the Americans. You have some of the biggest stars in the game scoring constantly in this tournament. They really came out to show. You got Mbappe, you got Holland, you got Ronaldo who bagged a couple goals, you got Messi who is just unreal. I don't even think the man is human. He's the reason why I believe in aliens. Messi is just phenomenal. What he's doing this World Cup and what he's been doing in his past 7 games in the World Cup in general, and now being the leading scorer of the World Cup in the history books, he's an unbelievable player. Just want to go over basically how everything's been going with this tournament, the teams that look strongest, the teams that look like they could be dark horses, and the teams that I believe that are overrated. I want to say one of my dark horses and one team that I thought did themselves extremely proud this tournament was Ivory Coast. Their country should be extremely proud with the way those boys exemplified football on the pitch. They just lost to Norway about an hour ago, my time, and they ran into the buzzsaw that is Erling Haaland. Norway trying to make moves, definitely. They have one of the best strikers in the world. He got another goal today. The man scores for fun. I believe he has easily the most goals in Norway history. So they did well, though. Ivory Coast looked a better team to me on the pitch today. They were really popping it around. They have world-class players. They have Yan Diomande, who's recently been signed by PSG. They have Amad Diallo, who plays for Manchester United. They have Jan Boni, who plays for Inter Milan. So Frank Kessie, who used to play for AC Milan. They have tons of great players on that team, and they should be very proud of themselves and what they put out on the pitch. They just happened to get a little unlucky today. This World Cup has been unreal. A couple big upsets. We had Germany getting upset yesterday by Paraguay, and I'm sure more upsets are to come. You had Turkey not making it out of the group stage with the U.S. when they were projected to win that group. You got the U.S. looking better than they've ever done before, which is a pleasant surprise here in the States. And I believe that this World Cup is probably going to change things for the U.S. and for future generations. I believe more people are going to be into European football than ever before in this country, which is a beautiful thing. There's nothing like growing the game and getting more fans and more people really excited for the world's game. In a little bit, we have France playing, like I said. Just wanted to go over a couple things, lineups, things of that nature. I'm looking at the France lineup right now. Obviously, you have Mbappe starting. We have Olise playing at 10 today. It looks like they have Dembele set off the right. You never know what you're going to get with these wingers. It could be Douye, it could be Barcola, could be Cherki out on the wing. But today it looks like they decided to go with Bradley Barcola, who's having a pretty strong tournament, already has a goal in this tournament. The defensive midfielders they have are Rabiot and Tukamini, which is another change from last game when they had Manu Kone out there. The back line, you have Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé at right back, and Digne at left back, and Mike Maignan in net. When I look at this French team, I just can't believe how star-studded they are and what unbelievable team we have currently. Mbappe playing for one of the best teams in the world in Real Madrid. You have Dembele and Barcola, PSG European champions. You have Olise playing at Bayern, unbelievable season he had there. You have Rabiot, who's kind of tried and tested and very veteran presence in that World Cup team, has been there and done that. You have Tukameni, who's also part of Real Madrid team. Saliba, who plays for Arsenal. Upamecano, who plays for Bayern with Olise. Koundé, who plays on Barcelona. Digne, who's in the Premier League. And you have Mike Maignan of AC Milan. My prediction for this game is going to be 3-1 France. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I don't think Sweden lacks that much firepower where we're going to be able to keep a clean sheet. Sweden have really great players like Victor Gyökeres on Arsenal, and you have Anthony Elanga of Nottingham Forest fame. You have Isak, who plays for Liverpool. These are great players. I say Elanga for Forest because I think he did better there than he has been at Newcastle, but he might be having a big season coming up. I think this game's going to be electric. Definitely hope that everybody's tuning in to see some really good offensive football and how France really pop it around the pitch and have unbelievable strikers, and Mbappe, who's one of the best goal scorers in World Cup history. Hopefully he keeps the trend on right behind Haaland and keeps continuing to score in this round of 32. I'm going to be rooting for them heavy. I really hope my French, take this game, comfortably. I don't want to sit there sweating for too long. Tomorrow we have my other countries playing. We got England, we have USA playing, and looking forward to those games. Both games that I believe those countries should be winning, but like you saw with Germany, upsets are always on the rise here. Just looking at these lines, betting lines, if you're interested in anything of that nature, France minus 330 today, so they think this should be comfortable. You got Sweden at plus 950, which huge underdog pick if you're looking for upsets or anything of that nature. And then obviously the draws are always a good play. Hopefully France can really step it up early and maybe take a lead going into the first half. Maybe an Mbappe early goal to just settle the nerves a little bit and continue to keep a strong World Cup push. Wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how things have been going with this World Cup here in the States. I think the buzz is insane. I already know my barber has been collecting these World Cup cups. I've been collecting the World Cup cups. People have been doing the sticker books. I got my stickers. Been doing my book on my own. And everything seems to be really high pace with this World Cup and really immaculate energy around this World Cup. The World Cup is definitely driving prices high on players in these recent transfer windows for clubs. I know PSG recently just bought Diomande, and he went for a hefty price. It is to be expected, especially with inflation in football nowadays. These players are going at a crazy rate, and really the prices are just out of this world. Hope everybody enjoys the World Cup. Hope you guys enjoy the games. The night game tonight, I think, is going to be a good one between, I believe it is Senegal and Belgium. Let me just look it up real quick. No, it's Mexico-Ecuador. I'm sorry. I actually have Ecuador maybe pulling an upset tonight. I do think Mexico's on upset alert. I think it'll be a very cagey game, very tight game. Ecuador is known for their defense. Moises Caicedo sitting in that defensive midfielder role, who's excellent for Chelsea and excellent for his country. Ecuador also has Pacho in defense from PSG, one of the best defenders in the world, I would say, currently, champion of Europe. Definitely going to be a good game, going to be a cagey game. I don't believe we're going to see a lot of offense in that game, but I could always be wrong. Mexico looked good this tournament, and a lot of people are liking the hype around Mexico, but I do think Ecuador has something to prove. My pick for that game is going to be Ecuador in extra time. Possibly penalty shootout, for sure. The penalty shootouts have been absolutely electric in this World Cup as well. Netherlands Morocco last night was a phenomenal game. Netherlands kind of switched up from their normal tactics of being very front-footed team and very offensive and pressing and trying to get goals early. I think they feared Morocco a little bit more than they should have last night. They should have played their game, and I think that's what really cost them in the end. But they were able to take it to penalties. They got that early goal by Gakpo. The penalty shootouts, some would say they're a crapshoot, some would say it's all skill. I would say it's more about handling the situation and dealing with pressure. Pressure is either going to make you crack or pressure is either going to make you rise. Pressure makes diamonds, they say. So you're either going to shine in that moment or you're going to crack under the pressure. And it just looked like a lot of the players last night actually in that penalty shootout missed, hit the post. So pressure definitely got to both teams, but at the end of the day, that Van Bruggen save that he kicked into his net really costed the Netherlands that win. Morocco, well deserved though. Hakimi, excellent captain of that team. Sabari, who was recently just bought by Bayern Munich, excellent player. What a forward he looks like. I don't see Morocco slowing down at all. I actually could see Morocco taking their next game as well against Canada. I think Canada is a little bit overrated, a little bit lucky maybe to get into this round of 32. I don't think they have the quality or the sharpness that Morocco has, or the battle tested. Morocco made it all the way to the AFCON final and lost to Senegal in a very, very controversial game. So Morocco's been there in those big moments, been to finals, and have that battle-tested, strength about them. So I do think that Morocco will definitely beat Canada. That's definitely my next pick for them. And I believe that this World Cup is just going to keep flying and keep going on a really upward trajectory. And I'm looking forward to a really excellent final. If anything, I do see France advancing tonight. I do see England and the USA advancing. I think it would be an amazing story for the USA to go really far in this tournament. They have excellent players on their team. Definitely the best team the USA has ever had. I think Christian Pulisic is a little bit underrated in the world of football. Not just because he's American, more because he didn't really fly at Chelsea, even though he did win a Champions League final with them and played in that final and should have scored a goal in that final as well. Missed a pretty good chance. But Pulisic, ever since he's went to AC Milan, has been one of their best players. Milan, one of the biggest teams in the world. He's outshining guys like Rafael Leao there, Tijani Reinders when he was there. Jimenez, the Mexican striker, he's definitely outshined him. That guy didn't take really well to the Italian league so far. I think Christian Pulisic is an unbelievable talent, and I would love to see him actually go back to the Premier League one day and test his ability at the highest level again, in my opinion. Pulisic has been carrying this team, as well as excellent players all across the board. You got Weston McKennie, who plays for my favorite Italian team, Juventus. You have Malik Tillman, who I think is an unbelievable talent and had a great season in the Bundesliga. And you also have guys like Florian Balogun, who bagged so many goals for Monaco last year and has a high price tag on him, and clubs all over Europe are looking at him right now, especially after these recent performances in the World Cup. I think this World Cup has really shown and these top talents, and really has raised the prices on some of these guys, unfortunately for certain clubs. Or fortunately for certain clubs who are looking to cash out and make money and rebuild squads and stuff of that nature and look to advance and move forward with their progression as clubs. Hope everybody's enjoying the European football. I think it's unbelievably amazing. I think this tournament has been great, like I said. And hopefully the tournament continues to shine and we continue to get electric moments like these penalty shootouts or Germany getting upset, and just quite talented players putting on displays of excellence. And hopefully we get to see Messi continue his greatness. I can't believe that man is human. He's the reason why I believe aliens exist. I just can't believe that guy is from this earth. What he does is unbelievable, scoring free kick goals, scoring out of the box goals, scoring from in the box in the 90th minute, scrappy goals. The man just does it all. And it doesn't look like he's really slowing down too much, and looks like he's on his way to getting another great season with Inter Miami, where he's already won the league once and probably going to win it again. He's got guys like Casemiro joining him now too. Looks like Casemiro's on his way to Inter Miami this summer. And just looking forward to these World Cup games to continue this high pace, really entertaining tournament, and continuing to get these people in the U.S. really interested in soccer. It's really great to see the game grow and more people getting interested and really shining a light on European football, because not too many people will partake in watching leagues like the Prem or Bundesliga or Italian Serie A or French League One, stuff of that nature. Me, I'm covering it all. I'll watch Ajax in the Eredivisie. I'll watch Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga. Big Barcelona guy. Got my Barcelona little stadium right there from when I went to the Camp Nou. I've traveled the world for European football. I've been to the Camp Nou, seen Messi play there and bang a goal. Been to the Bernabeu, seen Benzema play and young Vinicius Jr. And been to Paris and seen PSG play with Mbappe and Neymar and stuff of that nature. Really think it's an amazing thing. Sports brings so many people together, brings so many cultures together. That's another beautiful thing about this World Cup, seeing all the Europeans come over and people from Africa and all these different nations come over and experience American culture and have things like ranch for the first time and be amazed. Gotta love that. I think being a cultured person and being, very cultured and being culture appropriated and appreciating other people's cultures and being able to get along with different people through a game, or having a mutual interest with other people from different cultures, and being able to experience new foods and music and stuff of this nature is kind of what life's all about. And I believe sports in general create great learning lessons: teamwork, never give up, how to work well with others, how to work and persevere through your own hardships, how to get better, don't ever give up on yourself and keep making it forward. Not everybody is gifted with God-given talent, and even if talent doesn't work hard work beats talent, and I've always believed that. So sports speak volumes and teach great lessons for the youth and tons of people around the world. Hope everybody enjoyed what I had to say today. This is just a start for me, looking to get this channel off the ground. If you guys enjoyed what I had to say today, or my hot takes or my cold takes, whatever you want to feel about them, please drop a comment, like the page, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, just helps me grow the page and get notoriety out there, and puts my videos in the YouTube algorithm for people to see. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope everybody enjoys the World Cup tournament, and I hope everybody learned something new today, whether from this video or just from watching games or just life experiences. That's what life's all about. Hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate you watching the video.